You are with Talks on the Way of Wisdom, the forum that discusses star battles in human consciousness, the battle against Mara and spiritual growth. Welcome to the depths of Buddhist wisdom, where the ancient teachings continue to illuminate the path for us in our time. In our journey today, we will look at the battle against Mara, strengthening the mind for spiritual victory. This text invites us to confront the temptations and challenges posed by the modern world using the spiritual tools provided by the Buddhist tradition. Why is it so important to strengthen our mind? In the context of the uncertainty that surrounds us and the constant changes, a stable and strong mind can serve as a fortress, protecting our inner peace. Through stories, deep reflections, and practical guidance, this text shows us how to overcome our inner demons and achieve spiritual victory. The question that may hold you back is, how exactly can we turn our mind into an impenetrable fortress? The answers lie in the following paragraphs, where we will explore 3 key themes that are important for any spiritual growth. Let go of the flow of the narrative and let us uncover the secrets of eternal Buddhist wisdom together. The temptations of Mara. The temptations symbolized by the figure of Mara in the Buddhist tradition represent the inner fears, doubts, and attachments that hinder our spiritual progress. Overcoming these obstacles requires awareness and perseverance to achieve liberation from the limitations imposed by mental and emotional weaknesses. Mara in the Buddhist tradition is a symbol of all that distracts one from the spiritual path: temptations, fears, doubts, and weaknesses. It represents not an external enemy, but an internal force that creates barriers to our growth. To conquer Mara is to face your own demons, the doubts that undermine your confidence and the fears that hinder your actions. This is a deeply personal battle, fought not with weapons, but with the tools of the mind: awareness, patience, and determination. The ancient scrolls speak of the need for constant vigilance as the temptations of Mara manifest at the most unexpected moments. They can be in the words of others, in our own thoughts, or even in our quest for comfort and security. It is here that the importance of spiritual discipline becomes apparent. Through meditation and mindfulness practices, we can recognize these moments of weakness and resist their pressures. Defeating Mara is not a one-time act, but a process of constant work with ourselves. It is a path that requires us to be willing to face our own limitations and overcome them. When this happens, we free ourselves from the burden of illusions and achieve a greater degree of inner freedom and resilience. This process not only strengthens us, but also inspires us to grow and help others overcome their own challenges. Fortress of the mind, building resilience through mindfulness. Strengthening the mind through mindfulness is a fundamental principle in the Buddhist tradition that allows a person to develop inner strength and stability. Like a strong fortress, a strong mind protects against the destructive influences of temptation and negative thoughts. The mind can be our strongest defense or our greatest weakness. Like a fortress, it must be built with care and resilience to protect us from the temptations and challenges of life. Buddhist tradition emphasizes that mindfulness is the foundation of this fortress. It is the practice that teaches us to be fully present in the moment, to recognize our thoughts and emotions and manage them with clarity and calm. The ancient records remind us that a strong fortress is impenetrable, not because it is untouchable, but because it is flexible and adaptable. In the same way, our minds become stronger when we learn to observe our reactions without identifying with them. Awareness is a tool that helps us discern reality from illusion and overcome the anxieties that often distract us from our spiritual path. Over time, the practice of mindfulness not only strengthens the mind, but also creates an inner space where positive qualities such as compassion, wisdom, and patience can be developed. This inner transformation allows us to face life's challenges with clarity and confidence. A strengthened mind is not just a protection from negative influences. It is a source of inspiration and strength to achieve spiritual harmony. When we turn our mind into a fortress of awareness, we not only protect ourselves from temptation, but also create space for joy, freedom, and enlightenment. This is the path to true resilience and spiritual progress. The transience of the body, awareness of temporality. Awareness of the fragility and impermanence of the physical body is key to the spiritual path in Buddhism. This insight is a reminder that life is transient and that attachment to the material can lead to suffering. Life is like delicate porcelain, beautiful but fragile, transient and vulnerable. The Buddhist tradition teaches us that realizing this truth is the foundation of spiritual awakening. The body's impermanence, its susceptibility to pain, illness, and death are not reasons for despair, but an invitation to turn to that which is eternal and indestructible, our inner world and spiritual self. According to ancient teachings, attachment to the physical body and the material world often leads to suffering. This attachment causes us to pursue pleasures, fear loss, and avoid the inevitable. But instead of fighting against transience, we can accept it as a natural part of existence. This shift in perspective frees us from fears and allows us to focus on what really matters. When we realize the transience of the body, we begin to understand that true happiness lies not in the material, but in inner harmony and spiritual development. This realization directs our attention to spiritual practice, meditation, virtues, and mindfulness, which help us overcome illusions and move closer to enlightenment. The body is a tool that serves us during life, but it does not define our essence. When we accept its impermanence, we gain the ability to cherish each moment and live it with full awareness. This allows us to let go of fear and embark on the path to true freedom and enlightenment. Let's summarize. Ancient Buddhist teachings offer invaluable wisdom for dealing with life's challenges, guiding us to inner strength and awareness. In this journey towards spiritual harmony, we have gone through three main aspects that chart the path to enlightenment. First, we examine the temptations of Mara, which symbolize inner fears, doubts, and attachment. These are not just obstacles, but opportunities for growth if overcome with awareness and determination. This battle is a process of constant growth that strengthens our confidence and inner stability. Second, we address the strengthening of the mind through awareness, comparing it to building a strong fortress. Through mindfulness, we learn to manage our thoughts and emotions, be present in the present moment, and build resilience against temptations and negative influences. This practice is the key to inner peace and spiritual progress. Third, we realize the importance of the impermanence of the body. Accepting impermanence as a natural part of existence frees us from fear and helps us turn our attention to the true values in life, spiritual harmony, and the pursuit of enlightenment. All these elements show us that the spiritual path is not easy, but it is deeply rewarding. It requires awareness, patience, and a willingness to confront our own weaknesses. But when we achieve this inner transformation, we not only overcome obstacles, but also find deep satisfaction and freedom. Now it is time to ask yourself, what could you do to build your fortress of the mind? How would you use the insights from these ancient teachings to transform your life into a journey toward inner peace and enlightenment? Let this message inspire you to take the first step toward your own spiritual awakening. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like our channel.